I wonder if this is some of the World War I stuff here. Here's a view of the Tofano. That is the very famous Refugio Lagazai, which is considered one of the highlights of the AV1. Good eye, love, good eye. Rolling along here. Trail just took a big downturn. We're partially in the open. You can see it ahead of us, sloping uphill till it's completely open up there. Very plain. Now it's just above us. Couple little rocky section here. Looks like a piece of something. Just fell at some point. Wave, love. Wave. There you are. Sylvia's in the rocks. Magnificent altiplano around the Cinque Torri, the 5 towers, which is what you see in front of us. Used to be, yeah, part of the World War I trench. That was remarkable. Sylvia? French here. No, most people are doing that. Really? Me filming Sylvia's filming a magnificent Cinque Torri. Sylvia is very pleased. She found a lemon squeezer. Or in my case, it's going to be a husband squeezer. Yes, it's very cool. Let's see if I can do it without getting hung up here. I did it! View of the 5 Torri from the other side. Guess so. Guess so.
You want me to jump up and down?
Yes, I want you to jump up and down. I need to be affirmed that this is really nice. There's a great view back and a view of Sylvia walking away from me. Some interesting views here. And this little chapel further on as we approach Refugio Lavaredo, and the views are shifting. Look at that. This is the place to be. We are on our way back on this very well-traveled trail. Nice picture going on here now. She's coming closer. Swiss routine again, hiking with cows. Yeah. Path 14, and we are going up. The intense climbing begins just ahead. It's going to be a very loud wind, but a little better view. Look back at the path we just were on, and I don't know what that graffiti's all about, but we're heading up there. Look what we have here. I could use something to drink. That is the new Refugio Puez.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Danach zeige ich dir die kürzeste Weg.
Ja, danke. Cheers.
I do not know how rough this trail is. I'm assuming there's a very steep downhill. Good views down is the Val Gardena. That is where we came up. This is described as very scenic, and here it is. Look at that altiplano. So we're going to take the route we haven't taken yet and make a day out of it. Still walking through this magnificent but spooky altiplano. There's the Puez. Here we go. We're going over that thing there. You can see the little cross in the pass. And here we are. The pass. Okay, so we've reached the pass. That is where we're going. That pretty steep at first. Then we get to that lower trail. Oh, we thought we were going down that way. In fact, it looks like we're going that way. Well, we'll see. My guess is we have at least one more descent. Well, we've got to have one more descent to the pass. Just kind of coasting along here. Sylvia will not want me to film this. Hey, love. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. We have to go down that. Get a video of this place. This is nuts. Man, look at this place. We are just in this weird world of broken mountainsides. Oh my goodness. This is one of the strangest places I've ever been in, and we are here alone. There's no one here. The Val Gardena. Promise you a Sassolungo, and there's the Sassolungo. Easy. I believe what we're looking at is the backside of Saceda. Very distinctive where it gets rocky up there. I think that's the front side of it. We'll see. Probably not going to show up that well on the camera yet, but it is snowing on us. To film here, pretty level path as we go up to Saceda, one of the most famous viewpoints in the Dolomites, typically accessed by cable car, as we did, although we people are literally slipping and sliding in the mud. Saw some woman with white boots on. So there's a viewpoint, the backside of Saceda. And we have now completed our Saceda hike. Underway, headed for the first leg of the trip to the Sassolungo. Looks like the sun is trying to break through. Conditions are not favorable. Definitely not favorable, and it is lightly sleeting out. Rather nasty, actually. So the views are a little bit opened up. Whatever. One is making a valiant effort to come out here. We come out from behind a bend and looky there. Looky there. It's actually one of the worst muddy sections. And I noticed standing still, I'm actually sinking in the mud, so that's not a good sign. Pointed out, we have some companions on the trail, some sheaves. Very nasty traverse right here. Very nasty. Through another section where the mud reappeared. A little over a mile from our refugio, I'd say. In the full-on snow now. There is the refugio. So not far now, maybe another. Yeah, oh, that's it. Future's much closer than I thought. It's looming right there. So I'm pretty much here. I just have to get down off this ridge here. Hey, Liv.
Hey, Gordo.
We have reached the refugio. That's what it looks like outside. That's what it looks like inside. What do you think, Liv? Morning. Morning 2 of the Around Sassolungo. Selajac Passo Sella, 3 hours. Sylvia has pointed out there's a rainbow, or in this case, you might call it a snowbow. Once again, it's a mostly up and down, but mostly level trail today with a rainbow. Not bad. Weather is clearing a bit. This cowgate's a bit sketchy. Yeah. Below the snow line, we've left the muddy soup behind. We're on a gravel trail now, and the way ahead appears fairly clear. We have quite the cow delay here. We've been here 2-3 minutes now, trying to get past this thing. Into some really scenic areas now, and the weather is cooperating a bit more. Look at Sillar, looking like the bow of a ship crashing through waves. We're starting to now see some of the crowds coming counterclockwise out of the Selajac. More people. We have a bench here, Liv, if you'd like to sit. She wants to stand. Much different than the trail that we were walking on yesterday and even earlier today. This is a really, really sweet trail. Looks like there's a little bit of a traverse up there. Steep area here. Well, this may be, but there is a cable-assisted section. Not quite sure why. Ice and snow, I guess. Phone is starting to run out of power, so might as well use it. Very broken area. Helicopter passing, and ahead is the Comici hut. It's actually a pretty decent descent. Gnarly area on the trail so far, a little scree slope, but not bad. We saw worse things in Switzerland than this. This is a little hairier than I thought it would be. A little bit of a cracked up section here. We're almost to the Refugio Comici. It's just up ahead. Oh, yeah. In view, right ahead of us, right right there. We have finished this hike. We have finished the around Sassolungo, which is that yonder. And we're back to the Passo Sella. And that is the Sella right there.